on record as well. Great. Okay. So now the situation is that today we're going to talk about decoding scholarships and financial aid for post-graduation. So we're going to talk about certain scholarships which can be acclaimed for postgraduate students. We're also going to talk about financial aid and its possibilities. Okay. In between, if you have any questions, please feel free to raise that on the Q&A section. But before we begin all of that, I would like to know you a little more. So if you guys can please come on the Q&A section and please just mention that which all colleges you guys are from, okay, what all courses you guys have joined, and what is the aspiration in mind, what is the ambition in mind, okay. If you can just share that on the Q&A section, it will make matters a little more simpler for me. Many of you might not have a clarity in terms of your ambition, but at least you can tell me about your colleges and the courses that you're doing. That would be the first level of interaction. Thank you. Thank you. Great. Okay. Great. Okay. Fine. So Rachita Vora, Akshit Jain, Harsh Kedia, Arnav Kapoor, Vishal Singhal, thank you so much for sharing about you guys. Okay, great. Fine. Right. I've got an idea of what all things you guys are doing and what all things you're looking for. So I believe this will add a little more value into your lives today because the kind of content that I've prepared applies to all of you. Okay. So let's have a look at it. The objectives are pretty simple. We will try and understand each scholarship. Now, when I am discussing the scholarship, I'll also tell you about how they choose people for that particular scholarship. What all exact qualities did they look for? Okay. So that will give you an idea of what to do in terms of your profile so that you get acceptance for these kind of scholarships. Okay. We will also talk a little bit about financial aid, as I told you earlier. We will talk about the basis of the scholarship, and obviously we will talk about a little around the activities that you probably might do while at college, and that might boost your chance for admissions as well as for scholarship in particular universities. Okay. Okay. First of all, many of you might have these as options in your mind. I don't know. I saw some MSc Finance and some other programs also, but I believe this also has a great opportunity. So these are all the deferred MBA programs. Sorry. If you're aware, there are a lot of MBA programs across the world for which you can apply while doing your graduation. So for example, you're graduating in 2024. You might apply to these universities in 2023 for a batch of 2025. Okay. So you can work in between the 2 years and thereafter you can join the university in 2025. Okay. So that is a possibility in certain universities. Other universities also have possibilities where you can join directly after your after your graduation, and thereafter spending, one long year there, you can go back and work for a period of 2 years and then go back to university and complete the last year. So these are kind of formats that are available, and these are the top class MBA programs that you can probably apply for. There are a lot of other MBA programs being offered by other top-notch universities, but they are majorly meant for people who have at least 3 years of work experience behind them. Okay. So most MBA programs globally, they require 3 years of experience, but in these MBA programs, you can actually apply even while you are at college and secure a seat for yourself. So the list is self-explanatory. I don't need to read the names here, I believe. You obviously can look at the names and you know most of them, I'm sure. Okay. But these are the best programs, guys. These are the most competitive programs. Okay. And if you are willing to know that, if there is any possibility of getting a scholarship at these places, or what is the kind of fee structure, I have all the details today. I would share with you. In fact, if you have other courses in your mind and you have any questions regarding that, please feel free to raise that on the Q&A section. As and when I find time, I will answer those questions. Okay. Okay. Apart from the deferred MBA programs, some of you might be looking at MIM programs also, the Masters in Management program, which are typically between 9 months to 14 months. Vanshika, if you have raised a question, don't worry. I'll just go back and answer that. Don't worry. Okay. So HEC Paris, ESSEC, Copenhagen, IE Business School, LBS, these are considered to be the top institutions for MIM programs. Okay. Now, these might be the top institutions, but the kharcha side of things is also quite important to look at. So let's have a look at what is the kharcha side. This is how it stands. Now, this can be a heartbreaker for a lot of people. It is extremely high in certain cases. The first few ones, the HEC Paris or ESSEC, LBS or Copenhagen Business School, they offer MIM programs now, which are between 9 to 14 months of, requirement, of the course duration. So obviously their, tuition fee is not as high except for LBS, where it is going around about 30 lakhs odd. Okay. But when you look at the rest of the, universities, like for example, Columbia, MIT Sloan, or, Wharton, Harvard, these kind of programs, all of them, their university fee structure is more than 50 lakhs. Okay. Some of them are like 60, 65 lakhs as well. Okay. For a 2-year MBA program, right? Okay. I think some people have questions which I have to answer straight away. Okay. Let me. Slide is not okay. Okay. I'll just share it again. I'll just share it again. Wait. Guys, is it visible now? Please let me know on the Q&A section. Just send me a yes if the slide is visible. Thanks. Thank you so much. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. So we were talking about fee structure. So here there's a research totally for the fee structures at top-notch universities. If you're looking at the first half of these slides and the first few bars, these are the ones which conduct the MIM program, which are between 9 to 14 months. So obviously their fee structure is between 17, 18 lakhs to say 30 lakhs. Okay. If they're of, 1.5 years duration, like at LBS, so obviously the fee structure is high. Rest, the other half, the longer bars that you see, are majorly for the deferred MBA program. So these can be extremely expensive, where the fee structures can go above 60 lakhs as well. Okay. 60 lakhs is per annum that we're talking about. And this is only tuition fee. If I talk cost of attendance means tuition fee plus cost of living. So we are only looking at tuition fee now. And if I have to look at the cost of living in most of these places, so United States, you'll spend around about 12 lakhs per annum as far as cost of living is concerned. If you're going to Canada, you'll be spending around about 6 lakhs per annum. If you're going to UK, you'll spend 10 lakhs per annum, 10 to 12 lakhs per annum, depending where you live. If you're in London, if you will be spending 12 lakhs, if you're outside London, somewhere around 10 lakhs. If you're living in any other parts of Europe, you'll be spending approximately 10 lakhs per annum as far as tuition fee is concerned. Australia, 10 lakhs per annum. So on an average, you can consider 10 lakhs to be the approximate living cost in most parts of the world. Okay. Barring Canada, where the living cost is around about 6 lakhs only. Okay. So that is how you are placed in terms of the expenses. So it is overtly expensive, and many of us will need scholarships in order to get into these universities. Okay. So now let us understand that what kind of scholarships are available in these places. Okay. So for deferred MBA programs, where you see the fee structures to be extremely high, let me give you a breather here that most of the deferred MBA programs offer scholarship or financial aid. Now, HBS 2+2, the Harvard Business School program, is a need-based scholarship program. If you have a need, for example, let's say the university fee is 50 lakhs per annum. My family income is 30 lakhs per annum. So I'll need a support for the rest of the 20 lakhs. If I am the right candidate for the program, if I am found to be eligible, that 20 lakhs will be taken care of by Harvard Business School. Okay. So that is what we call as financial aid or need-based scholarship. Wharton Fellowship Program. Okay. If you look at that, that is a total fellowship program that covers a certain amount of your tuition fee only. Okay. MIT Sloan, this particular scholarship at MIT Sloan is only for Indian students. They have something called the Action, Impact and Motivation Scholarship, which is totally dependent on your activities with the community, society, etc. What kind of actions you've taken, what kind of impact have you made on that particular community or part of society, that will result in getting you this scholarship. Okay. So approximately 20,000 US dollars is what they offer at MIT Sloan, and MIT Sloan is considered to be world's finest in terms of business studies. Okay. Columbia, they have a need-based scholarship program again. So it totally depends on what kind of need you have. Okay. Their scholarship funds depend in between $7,500 to $30,000. Okay. Last but not the least, Stanford GSB is a need-blind scholarship. They don't care that what place you are coming from, what is your background, how much funds you need. If you are found to be eligible, that's it. All your expenses will be taken care of. So that's called a need-blind scholarship. Okay. So most people studying at Harvard, Stanford, Yale, Princeton, these kind of places, they are actually on scholarship or financial aid. Okay. Majorly they're on financial aid. Okay. So please stop worrying about the expense side. If you are the right candidate, if you are getting eligible to get into the university, there is a possibility that you'll get some scholarship or financial aid. Okay. There is no separate application required for financial aid. It is just that when you apply, you have to supply the information about people who will be sponsoring your course. Probably your parents or anybody else who is sponsoring your course. And you have to give all available funds that you have as a student in order to make them understand that what are your financial resources. So whatever incomes you have as a person, whatever incomes your family has, and whatever funds you have, if you can present that, they will be able to calculate your need, and on the basis of that, they will provide you a financial aid. So that is how it works, right? Okay, a lot of questions being posted. Let me just check. Okay, I'll just show the previous slides as well. Some people have asked for it. Okay. So we were discussing about the top deferred MBA programs. These are the top deferred MBA programs. So we have Columbia Business School, we have MIT Sloan, Wharton, HBS 2+2, Stanford GSB, Chicago Booth, and Yale Silver Scholars Program. These are considered to be the top deferred MBA programs. These are the MIM programs: HEC Paris, ESSEC, Copenhagen, IE Business School, and London Business School. Apart from these also, there are several other programs like ESCP or say St. Gallen's in Switzerland. These are also considered to be great, programs for that matter. Okay. We had talked about the expense side of things. We had also talked about the scholarship of things. Okay. So as of now, this is what we've covered, right? Okay. Some more questions coming up. Let me just handle that. Deferred MBA. Vishal, deferred MBA is an MBA that will start later. So that is what we call as deferred. So probably you are in your graduation now, and your graduation degree will be completed by 2024. Now, Vishal applies to a university like Harvard Business School for a 2+2 program. So what will happen is you will get the seat, confirmed seat of Harvard University if found eligible for a batch of 2025 fall semester. Okay. 2025 September month, you will join the program. And before that, you will work for 2 years. That is called the deferred MBA program. Okay, majorly. This type of a program is available in India also. It is ISB Hyderabad, Indian School of Business, Hyderabad. Very tough to get in, but one of the world's greatest places to go and do a deferred MBA. So their program is known as Young Leaders Program, YLP. Okay, so you can try for that as well, guys. Okay. Okay. Is there any preference or scholarship for a single parent child? Yes, this might be a good reason because your resources of earning would be from a single person. So obviously your chances are a little more, but that is only one side of it. You know, the other side is your eligibility for getting through. You have to understand that unless and until you are somebody unique, you are somebody who has a lot of diversity, you are not to be considered. So please understand or focus more over there. You've understood the financial already, that there is a plausible situation that you will get a scholarship. Okay, but it all depends on your financial background in most of the cases. In some of the cases, it is merit-based scholarship. Let us look through the scholarship slides, then probably we will be able to understand a little more. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm getting you confused at times, but okay. Okay, can you please repeat the difference between 2+2 MIM and deferred MBA? A lot of questions regarding that. Okay, look, there are 2 or 3 different types of deferred MBA programs. Deferred MBA का मतलब सीधा सीधा ये है कि आप अब भी इसी वक्त उस प्रोग्राम को नहीं ज्वाइन कर सकते. आज से 2 साल, ग्रेजुएशन खत्म करने के 2 साल बाद या तो ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. कुछ केसेस में आप इमीडिएटली ज्वाइन तो कर सकते हो, लेकिन 1 साल पढ़ाई करने के बाद आपको ब्रेक लेना पड़ेगा, 2 साल का काम करना होगा, एंड देन यू कैन गो बैक एंड फिनिश 1 more year. तो ये 2 तरह के डेफर्ड एमबीए प्रोग्राम्स होते हैं. बेसिकली आपको 2 साल का एक्सपीरियंस या तो पहले लेना है या बीच में लेना है अपने एमबीए के. ठीक है, ये सिंपल है. अब क्या होता है कि कुछ लोग ग्रेजुएशन करते करते अपनी सीट बुक कर लेंगे डेफर्ड एमबीए के थ्रू. कुछ लोग क्या करेंगे कि अभी नहीं करेंगे, 2-3 साल आराम से काम करेंगे ग्रेजुएशन के बाद, उसके बाद वो डिसाइड करेंगे कि उनको पढ़ना भी है या नहीं पढ़ना है. लेकिन उस वक्त प्रॉब्लम क्या आती है? उस वक्त प्रॉब्लम ये आती है कि जो यूनिवर्सिटीज है वो आपको आपके वर्क एक्सपीरियंस पर जज करती है कि आपने कहां काम किया, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ चैलेंजेस डिड यू फेस, ओके, हाउ मेनी प्रमोशंस डिड यू हैव, व्हाट वर योर इंपॉर्टेंट कंट्रीब्यूशंस इन द कंपनी. Okay, so they qualitatively judge you in terms of your experience, and they might give you a negative answer or a positive answer depending on the situation. But in deferred MBA cases, you have a confirmed seat. That is the beauty of the program. MIM programs are general management programs for a smaller duration, and it is meant for freshers. Straight from college, you can join a MIM program. So again, summarizing it again, MBA programs are not meant for freshers outside India. MIM programs are meant for freshers anywhere in the world. Okay, in India, MBA program is for everybody. Left, right, and center, you can join an MBA program. No experience needed, nowhere, except for ISB Hyderabad. Okay, ISB Hyderabad program always requires 2.5 to 3 years of experience before applying. So in fact, for ISB Hyderabad also, they have an opportunity of applying to a program called the Young Leaders Program, through which you can apply in 2023, get a confirmed seat of 2025, and after graduating, you can work for 2 years and then join the seat. That is how it works. I hope I was clear. Okay, scholarships, I will definitely refer back again. So these are the scholarships. I hope that you guys can see the screen. So scholarships, if you look at them, the deferred MBA program scholarships are these. So Harvard Business School has a need-based scholarship. They look at what kind of financial contribution your family can make, and on the basis of that, they give you scholarships. जो rest of the fund होगा, जो आप नहीं भर सकते, वो वो लोग minus करेंगे आपकी फीस से. Wharton में fellowship program होता है, यानी कि you will get a research facility or something like that. For that, you will receive some stipend. Okay, so that is fellowship. MIT Sloan में Indian students के लिए एक्शन इम्पैक्ट एंड मोटिवेशन स्कॉलरशिप होता है. ये टोटली उन लोगों के लिए है जो सोसाइटी के लिए बहुत इंपैक्टफुल काम कर रहे हैं. They'll get a $20,000 scholarship. Okay. Now, a lot of it depends on how you are applying, what kind of essays you are writing, how are you showing your financial position. All of that will matter. So please be very careful on that. I'm not promising everybody that you are getting scholarships. Okay. I'm not here to build those kind of air castles. Columbia need-based scholarship, $7,500 to $30,000 के बीच में मिल सकता है. Okay. Stanford GSB is a need blind. They don't care तुम्हारी नीड कितनी है. उन्होंने स्कॉलरशिप देना है, उन्होंने पूरा फीस कवर कर लेना है. ठीक है, अगर आप एडमिशन निकाल पाओ तो सीधी सी बात है. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड नीड ब्लाइंड. दे डोंट केयर अबाउट व्हाट इज योर नीड. Okay, they'll cover the entire thing. They don't care where you are coming from, what kind of family you are coming from. You're coming from Africa or you're coming from India. They don't really bother about that. It is need blind. If you're eligible for admission, you will get a scholarship. Okay, so that is Stanford. Okay, HEC Paris. All those people who would like to get in for a MIM program. This is considered to be one of the best, HEC Paris. Okay, so all candidates who are coming with a non-French diploma or degree, that means all international students, okay, who have got enrolled in one of their master programs are eligible for this particular scholarship. Okay, so what do you get? Basically after 2 weeks of your admission, you will get to know about the scholarship. And this is an academic excellence based scholarship. So obviously it depends on what kind of marks you've scored throughout your graduation. Okay, so the amount is not disclosed as such, but it will be dependent on your financial need. Plus they will look at your GMAT score, they will look at your overall academic strength. So that's how it is. So scholarship will be deducted from the tuition fee. So that is how they work. Okay, so that is at HEC Paris. So all those top-notch universities that we saw earlier, most of them have scholarships in place. So if you're thinking of doing a deferred MBA or an MIM program, don't worry about the money part of it. It is absolutely possible. Okay, but academics is a very important aspect here, and academics includes your performance during the graduation years as well as your performance in GMAT. So for all of these programs, GMAT is definitely a mandate. And you can take the GMAT exam at any point of time. I believe that it is best to take in your second semester, so that you have enough time left over to repeat the exam if required. And the scorecard is valid for 5 long years. Okay. On paper, it is 5 long years. Let's accept it. The market accepts it for 3.5 years. Okay, so at least it is valid for 3.5 years. So if you are scoring a 680 or a 700 or 720, you are sorted for the next 3 years. You can send your application at any point of time during those 3 years. Okay, so that's the best way. So apply for it in the second year. Okay, still there are a lot of questions coming in. Great. Can't we do so if sir work experience is important, can't we do MBA or MIM without work experience? MBA no, MIM yes. MIM के लिए वर्क एक्सपीरियंस नहीं चाहिए विशाल. MBA अगर आउटसाइड इंडिया करना है तो वर्क एक्सपीरियंस चाहिए. Should a person consider masters or MBA? Totally depends on you what you want to do. अगर कोई बच्चा है उसको लगता है कि मुझे फिनेंस ही पढ़ना है, मुझे और उलझुल कुछ नहीं पढ़ना है, तो वो MSc फिनेंस के लिए अप्लाई कर सकता है. किसी को लगता है मुझे और कुछ नहीं पढ़ना है, मुझे एडवर्टाइजिंग पढ़ना है, तो वो MA एडवर्टाइजिंग के लिए अप्लाई कर सकता है. तो It totally depends on what is your objective, which you will be able to calculate in the next 1 or 1.5 years while you're doing your graduation, because you will realize that what you are good at, and then you will take a decision कि मैंने क्या करना है. Okay, so that is how got it. Okay, which is better, ISB or IIM? जहां मिल जाए वो अच्छा है. Sorry, but I think obviously if you can get into an IIM A or IIM B, that is great. So is ISB. Actually ना इनका अगर देखा जाए तो बहुत क्लोज कंपटीशन है, बहुत क्लोज. तो दोनों में से हमें जो मिले वो हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा है. Okay. Can they reject an application if they see that the annual income of the family is comparatively low? Yes, in certain cases they can. Okay. In certain cases, if you ask for scholarships also, and if your application is weak, if you are weak in candidature, you might get a reject. Is it possible to do MBA from India and then again from abroad? इतना टाइम किसके पास है? मुझे नहीं लगता किसी के पास इतना टाइम है. अगर अच्छे 20 स्कूल से इंडिया में कर लिया तो बाहर क्या करोगे जाके? काम करने के लिए जा सकते हो, फिर दोबारा पढ़ाई, इतना पढ़ाई का शौक है तो ग्रेट है यार. अगर नहीं है, हमारी तरह हो, जल्दी जल्दी पढ़ाई खत्म करके जल्दी जल्दी जिंदगी शुरू करनी है, तो 2 बार MBA मत करना. ठीक है. HEC is for MIM or MBA? HEC is for MIM. Value if MIM is less than MBA? Yes, I will agree to that. That value of MIM is a little less than the MBA program. Okay, क्योंकि MBA is more comprehensive. Okay, MBA is very very comprehensive. MIM is just a small portion. Duration कम होने की वजह से इसका valuation भी थोड़ा कम है. थोड़ा कम है, बहुत कम नहीं है. ठीक है. बहुत लोग जो टॉप नॉच MBAs में जा ही नहीं पाएंगे, जो जानते हैं कि यार हम 60-65% वाले लोग हैं, 70% वाले लोग हैं, हमारा टॉप 20 स्कूल होने वाला नहीं है, लेकिन हमें अच्छी जगह जाकर पढ़ाई करनी है, अच्छा एक्सपोजर लेना है, वो लोग MIM प्रोग्राम में जाएंगे. जो लोग क्लास टॉपर्स है, बैच टॉपर्स है, यूनिवर्सिटी टॉपर्स है, और एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर्स में बहुत एक्सीलेंट है, अच्छा वर्क एक्स है, बहुत अच्छा इंटर्नशिप है पीछे, so all of those kind of people are the ones that preferably look for deferred MBA programs. So it is a little more tougher to get into the MBA program than an MIM program. And that does not mean that HEC Paris or LBS for an MIM program will be very easy. Okay, I have seen 8.5 CGPA wala bachcha from Delhi University getting rejected at LBS. Enough of things on his profile, but still got a reject क्योंकि आपने essays में क्या लिखा, आपने research paper कैसा दिया, ये सब चीजें इंपॉर्टेंट होती है LBS के लिए. Okay. Okay. Can you suggest some universities for masters in financial economics and scholarship programs? MFE करना है तो सबसे पहले दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी में जाकर देखो. They have a program in masters in financial economics, so you can look at that. Apart from that, majorly जो programs आपको मिलेंगे वो finance related होगा, economics शायद उसमें ना हो. Okay. Okay. वर्क एक्सपीरियंस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. कहां चाहिए सारा तो मैंने बता दिया है. ठीक है. हाउ इज SP Jain ग्लोबल MBA प्रोग्राम? Look, I would prefer the SP Jain flagship program, which is from their Mumbai campus. Other than that, SP Jain के जितने भी प्रोग्राम है मुझे पसंद नहीं है. अगर एक कोई ऐसा प्रोग्राम है जिसमें 1 साल आप इंडिया हो, 1 साल किसी और कंट्री में हो, तो आपको क्या एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा उस कंट्री का? 1 साल में कोई कंट्री आपको कितना समझ में आएगा यार? Right? So it is always better to stay in your own country then, right? Okay. Doesn't HEC offer an MBA program? Yes, it does, but only for experienced professionals. You have to have 3 years of experience for that. If we give GMAT in a second SEM and work experience is required, then won't the scores become unacceptable by the time we are finished? Okay. Let us understand. If you are in your second semester, that means your first year. Okay. I am referring to an immediate admission. So अगर deferred MBA program है तो उसका application तो आप 2023 में करोगे ना. 2023 में आपने जब GMAT 2021 या 22 में लिखा है तो 23 में तो 1 ही साल हुआ, तो वो तो accepted है, तो वहां तो accept हो जाएगा. लेकिन हाँ, अगर आप ये चाहते हो कि नहीं मुझे आफ्टर ग्रेजुएशन इमीडिएटली नहीं जाना है, या मैं अभी अप्लाई नहीं करना चाहता, मैं आज से 2 साल बाद काम वाम करके फिर सोचूंगा, तो फिर अभी मत लिखो, फिर आप लेटर ऑन लिखना. ठीक है. What about FMS Delhi? Great place to go यार. It's one of the top notch universities, I mean institutions in India, but it takes admission through the CAT exam, not the GMAT exam. Okay. What all can we do in our college? ये लक्ष्य, बस इसी का इंतजार था मुझे इस क्वेश्चन का. थोड़ा सा होल्ड करो पेशेंस को. I'll answer this question. Can we work with our graduation? No, not advisable. It has to be after grad. You can do internships but not full-time work. Okay? नहीं, वो SOL वाला चैप्टर करना मत. अगर SOL किया तो तुम्हारे लिए ये HBS, MIM प्रोग्राम्स, ये MBA deferred programs, ये Wharton, ये सब सारी जिंदगी के लिए खत्म हो जाएगा. Just don't get into an SOL program by any cost. Okay? Okay, I've tried to answer as many questions as possible. We'll answer more. Okay, let's get into some scholarship. UK में अगर आपको पढ़ना है, there is a beautiful scholarship called the Chevening scholarships. It's a fully funded tuition fee scholarship. So if you are planning any MBA or MIM program in UK, look for Chevening scholarships. Okay, I'll tell you more detail about Chevening scholarship a little later. Alumni Distinguished Scholarship is at Michigan University in United States. It is a full tuition fee, full lodging and boarding awarded to 15 people every year. Only 15 people. Okay. Monash International Merit Scholarship. Again, it provides you $10,000 per year. 85% or ज़्यादा अगर आपके marks है, तो you might be found eligible for this particular scholarship. Okay. So these are three very, very important scholarship, guys. If you want to take some screenshots, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, ये पूरा रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, ये PSIS पे जाएगा, आप बार बार इसको देख सकते हो. Okay. Chevening scholarships. Now, this is a scholarship which was started somewhere in the month of November 2020. In fact, उसके पिछले साल भी थोड़ा बहुत दिया था इन्होंने. So it is from outstanding professionals all over the world to pursue 1-year master degrees. अगर आपको 1 साल का मास्टर डिग्री करना है, बेसिकली आप MIM प्रोग्राम, MS फाइनेंस, MA एडवर्टाइजिंग, मास कम्युनिकेशन, ऐसा कोई प्रोग्राम जो कि 1 साल में कंप्लीट हो सकता है, 12 मंथ्स, ऐसा कोई प्रोग्राम करने आना चाहते हो, देन यू कैन यूज द Chevening प्रोग्राम, Chevening स्कॉलरशिप. ओके, नाउ दिस इज मेजरली लुकिंग एट लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज. सबसे ज्यादा वो जिस चीज पे फोकस करेंगे वो है लीडरशिप क्वालिटी एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग एकेडमिक बैकग्राउंड. Strong academic background entails into your 3 years of work experience. Okay, so that is what you need. That is what you need, right? So I've told you the basis, right? And it is a fully funded scholarship. That means तुम्हारा पूरा tuition fee cover होगा. ठीक है? Please make a note of it or take some pictures in order to remember this. We were discussing Harvard University. 60 लाख से ऊपर की फीस है, तो हम में से बहुत सारे लोग नहीं अफोर्ड कर पाएंगे. एटलीस्ट मैं तो नहीं कर पाऊंगा. तो क्या करें? Fact is that more than 80% of students who are studying at Harvard are on scholarship or are on financial aid. Let's use the right word. They are on financial aid, not scholarship. Okay. And approximately 20% people in Harvard, they are on fully funded scholarships. Fully funded. Okay. So please understand, look at the graph here. $58,400, okay, is the Harvard Federal Outside Scholarship. Okay. So a lack of financial resources or need for financial aid are not impediments to your admission. That is on Harvard's website. So आज जाकर ये बात प्रूव हुई कि पैसे के बदौलत एजुकेशन नहीं रुक सकता. Even at the best universities. Okay, it doesn't stop you. Next is the PEO, the Peace Scholarships, the Peace International Scholarships, IPS बोलते हैं इसको. This scholarship again is up to $12,500, but basically इसमें कुछ member organizations और member countries होती हैं, वहीं पर आपको मिलता है. Okay, so but it is only for women. It is not for men. Okay, so girls, this is your time. So this particular scholarship is need based. You have to make them understand that what is your financial requirement, how much can you pay in terms of the tuition fee, and how much can you not pay. So if you are found eligible, you will get the rest of the amount. Okay, so this is called the International Peace Award, right? So please take care of this. This is totally on individual need basis. It is up to $12,500. Look at this university, NYU. Look at this university at NYU, where, okay. So New York University, where they are providing, on a web page, they are providing entire information कि तुमको कितना मिल सकता है, straight away. So what they are saying is that if your family income is in between $0 to $30,000, your chance of getting a scholarship or financial aid is 93%, and your average scholarship that you will get is $57,000. बताओ इससे ज़्यादा clarity क्या चाहिए? At a top-notch university like NYU, वो straight away बता रहे हैं कि भैया इतना family income है तो इतना financial aid मिलेगा आपको. Simple, right? So please take a note of it, and when you're applying to NYU, make sure that you demonstrate your financial need. University of Waterloo, $2,500 per term का scholarship है, which means $5,000 per semester, 5,000 Canadian dollars. Again, this is a total academic based scholarship. It's a total academic based scholarship, right? Okay, now this is the other scholarship at the Commonwealth scholarship, which is known as Commonwealth Scholarship. British Council India offer करती है. So it covers your entire economy return, international travel, tuition fee, and your adequate maintenance and allowance. That means ये total full funded scholarship है. Okay, it is a full funded scholarship, right? So किस course में मिलेगा? Science and technology में मिलता है. Promoting global prosperity, strengthening health system and capacity, strengthening global peace, strengthening resilience and response to crisis, access, inclusion and opportunity. Okay, ये themes के basis पर वो देते हैं, यानी कि इन areas में अगर आपने काम किया है तो you might be found eligible for this scholarship. अब चीज को समझो, जो आप लोग पूछ रहे हो कि यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ते वक्त हम अभी क्या क्या करें, what should we do in order to add value to your profile? The answers are right here. I need not provide a separate list. The list is right staring there in front of you through these slides. So the Commonwealth scholarship demand is very high. What they are asking you is to work in various areas, like it might be science and technology, it might be promoting health systems, it might be strengthening health systems, promoting global prosperity, any other field that you can work upon. If that falls into their themes, and if you are working in that area and you are found to be a good person, giving out some results in that area, you might be found eligible. Okay. NTU research scholarship. Okay, now this is for research based programs. So if you are applying for an economics, if you're applying for a finance research based program, which is a possibility. So the eligibility criteria is you have to have distinction. Okay, basically you have to have minimum of honors or its equivalent. That means a minimum amount of marks. That's it. You should not be on paid employment. That's fine. And the coverage is for 1 year. Okay, and is renewable subject to good progress. That means if you progress well in the course, then obviously it can be renewed. Okay, so it is maximum for a period of 2 years for master's candidate and for a period of 4 years for PhD candidates. Okay, and it is monthly stipend kind of. Okay, so that is how it works. So NTU research scholarship. Okay, you need to be again very strong in terms of academics. You should have some research papers behind you if you want to get through this particular program. UAL, now this is more for my creative people. If you want to apply for any creative course, UAL offers a £5,000 tuition fee waiver. Okay, £5,000 tuition fee waiver. Okay, for the master's courses that they teach in their 6 colleges. But criteria are that you should have applied to architecture, which you guys mostly will not. You can apply to an MA program like MA Communication Management, MA Advertising, MA Fashion Business, these kind of programs. Or you can apply to a MFA program, Masters in Fine Arts. Or you can do a MSc program. Oh, so these kind of programs, if you are applying, you might be found eligible. You need to obviously qualify for the overseas category. Okay, you have to provide a personal statement. Okay, and your predicted So let's say if you're in college, if you're in pre-final year, you have to get a predicted scorecard from your college, which should say that you will get more than 60% marks. Okay, you'll get more than 60% marks in your honors degree. If you are at Delhi University, if you are in any other university in India, you should be getting more than a second class honors, which is more than 60% marks. Okay, so 60% is bare minimum requirement, right? Plus personal statement लिखना होगा, वो impactful होना चाहिए, तभी आपको ये मिलेगा. Okay, and also you will need some references from your academic teachers in college. So जितना ही मेहनत यूनिवर्सिटी एप्लीकेशन करने में करना है, उतना ही मेहनत इस स्कॉलरशिप में एप्लीकेशन में भी करना है. Even for 5,000 pounds, 5,000 pounds amount to 5 lakh rupees, so it is worth. Okay. Okay, London Business School offers a loan. Okay, so there will be no cosigner required, no collateral required, even for international students. 150 nationalities are eligible for this. There is no upfront fee. You get 6 months grace period after your classes end. So basically they give you a leverage time of 6 months. No fees for early repayment. If अगर जल्दी पे कर दिया तो उसमें भी कोई फीस नहीं है. Basically आपको पैसे वापस करने, लेकिन 6 महीने बाद से शुरू करना है. फुल फी आपकी वो लोग फंड कर देंगे, एंड देयर इज नो इंटरेस्ट, नो अपफ्रंट फी. ओके, किस किस प्रोग्राम के लिए ये सपोर्ट करते हैं? एमबीए प्रोग्राम्स, ग्लोबल मास्टर्स इन मैनेजमेंट प्रोग्राम्स, मास्टर्स इन फाइनेंस, मास्टर्स इन फाइनेंशियल एनालिसिस, मास्टर्स इन मैनेजमेंट एंड द स्लो एंड मास्टर्स इन लीडरशिप प्रोग्राम. इन सब प्रोग्राम्स के लिए आपको ये लोन मिल सकता है एट लंदन बिजनेस स्कूल. ओके. Okay, so at most 80% of your cost of attendance ये लोग cover कर देंगे. Cost of attendance means tuition plus living. So it is beyond tuition. ये tuition तो पूरा cover होगा ही, living cost भी cover हो जाता है 80% तक. Okay, so that is how it is. Okay, there are some more questions here. Okay, does the kind of work experience we have affect our applications, like a government job versus a private job? Look, it's not the government job or private job. It is what you are doing in that job. Where are you placed in that job? What position do you hold? How much is the importance of that position? What is your contribution towards the organization? What kind of projects have you taken up while you are there? How have you contributed to the growth of your peer group in that organization? All of these questions matter. So whenever you are being judged on work experience, there are a lot of factors that they look at. You know, the first thing that they would like to look at is how many promotions did you get in a period of 2 years? That's the first thing. Okay. Can we do MIM after an MBA program? You won't need that. You won't need that. Rather, it should be reverse. You can first do an MIM program and then later on can do an MBA program if required. Okay. What is Sloan Masters in Leadership? Sloan Masters in Leadership is an MIT program. Okay. It's a program that is offered. Sloan Masters in Leadership. It is offered by MIT. Okay. Now, another scholarship here that you can see, you can check out here. This is the University of Nottingham, which offers this scholarship. Okay. So it can be 50% or 100%. Okay. It is one of the flagship master's scholarship program, and you need to be an overseas student. You have to have a full-time degree should be starting in this year when you are applying, and it can be with Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Medicine, Faculty of Science, or Faculty of Social Sciences. So you have to look at which of the programs you are applying, which department's program you are applying. If they fall under one of these heads, then you might be found eligible. Okay. So this is the scholarship. Again, these are available for high achieving international students. High achieving international students from Africa, India, and selected Commonwealth countries. So India is specially mentioned. Okay, 50% भी हो सकता है, 100% भी हो सकता है. Okay. Okay, so there will be a application criteria also for this particular scholarship now. Okay. Okay. Last but not the least, I would talk about the University of Oxford, the most prestigious scholarship of the world, that is called the Rhodes Scholarship. This is considered to be the most oldest scholarship in the world, and they offer you 15,900 pounds as a stipend every year for maximum 2 years of study. This is offered to only people who have done exceptional community service, have very strong academic records, and very strong leadership qualities. So by now, most of the scholarships that you have seen, okay, are dependent on academics as well as your extracurriculars. So pay heed to it that most of the scholarships are asking for leadership qualities and community service as well. So these come out to be the most important aspects. Okay. So any activity that, places you at a very strong position in that group, then that becomes a leadership activity. Any initiative that you have started is a proof of leadership activity. Okay. Any club, any forum, any specific social service that you have started on your own is a proof of leadership activity. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, if you have, if you want to contact with anybody for further questions, I'll just share a phone number with you where you can connect and you can give your feedback to these guys. And probably, I'm just sharing it on the chat window for everyone. The number is 98213988872. This is Nikhil. So you can connect with him and you can speak about us, the entire feedback here, or if you have more questions, or if you require any personal help, if you require a one-on-one session, probably you can connect with him. So there are some company-based scholarship like the Google Lime Scholarship or Google Generation Scholarship. These are more for the computer-oriented people, not meant at this particular crowd. This is a new scholarship that has been brought up. This is the Great Scholarships. This is a commission between India and Britain. Okay, so there is particular Indian eminence in this scholarship. Okay, so what they're doing is that if you have an undergraduate degree, that will help you to get into a UK degree. That is one criteria. Second, you must be an Indian passport holder. You might be meeting the English language requirement, which is IELTS, and you must have more than 6.5 bands. Okay, and you have an offer from one of the UK universities, participating UK universities. And Great Scholarships is almost by all the UK universities. Participating universities में सारे बड़े UK universities हैं. Okay, the course should start in 2020. Last year में ये था. Obviously अगले साल 2021 के लिए होगा. So that is how it is. So this is another scholarship, and then you have Scotland Saltire Scholarship. It is an 8,000 pound scholarship. 8,000 pound. So master's program at any Scotland's higher educational institution में अगर आप apply करते हो, जैसे University of Glasgow. Okay, so that is a Scotland based university. वहां पर आप 5,000 pounds 8,000 pounds का scholarship ले सकते हो, and it is specifically for India, Pakistan, Japan, USA का जो student होता है उनके लिए मिलता है. Areas कहाँ है? Science, technology, creative industries, healthcare, medical science and renewable and clean energy. इन जगहों पे अगर आप प्रोग्राम कर रहे हो तो आपको मिल सकता है. ठीक है. This is the German scholarship, the Hendrik Ball Stiftung Scholarship. Okay. So it is given to approximately 1,200 undergraduates, graduates, and doctoral students, okay, every year. So scholarship recipients have to have excellent academic records. Again, so very clearly mentioned that academic records hai, socially and politically engaged hai, active interest in basic values of the foundation, ecology and sustainability. ठीक है. So Germany में ये चीजें बहुत important होता है. Democracy, human rights, self determination, ecology, ये इनके themes समझ लो. तो इन जगहों पे अगर आप काम कर रहे हो, ठीक है, और आपका बहुत अच्छा एकेडमिक रिकॉर्ड है, सोशली एंड पॉलिटिकली एंगेज्ड हो, योर चांसेस आर हाई. ओके. Okay, so some Australian scholarships are also there, but I think there are a good number of questions here that I also need to look at from time to time. Please suggest some that we should start doing. Okay, which societies are more preferable in college? Academic societies or cultural societies? Both are very heavy and can't be managed together. Look, I believe that only societies might not help, and wherever your interest lies, कोई एक या दो societies पकड़ लो जहां तुम सच में काम करने वाले हो, ठीक है, and societies will not only help, believe me, you have to look beyond that. अगर उसके beyond नहीं देख पाओगे तो मुसीबत होगी. क्योंकि आप सोचो आपके कॉलेज में कितने बच्चे हैं, उसमें से कितने लोग हैं जो सोसाइटीज में होंगे, और उनमें से कितने लोग इन्हीं यूनिवर्सिटीज में अप्लाई करेंगे जहां पर आप ही अप्लाई करोगे. सो वेयर इज योर identity, where is your difference? So you'll have to look at different kinds of activities. Let me straight away, I believe that we should now look at more of activities. Australia, there are a lot of scholarships, guys, for Indian students. Zyadatar scholarships academic based hai. Okay. Sorry. So you can see that Monash has some international merit scholarship, which is up to $50,000. Sydney scholarship is $20,000. Then you have a full tuition fee scholarship from Australia, which is called the Australia Awards. This includes Australian National University, Monash University, Melbourne University, UNSW. Sare universities में consider होता है ये scholarship, and it's a fully funded scholarship, full tuition fee scholarship, offered by the Australian government for Indian students. Okay. So ऑस्ट्रेलियन अवार्ड्स ये भी देख लेना, ठीक है. ओके, चलो कुछ कुछ स्कॉलरशिप्स तो हमने आपको बता दिया है. टाटा स्कॉलरशिप, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग टू कॉर्नेल and if you are found to be eligible, just don't worry about the fees. They will look at your financial need and the rest of it will be covered by Tata Trust of India. This has been happening for quite a long time. 25 million pounds का endowment है Tata Funds का Cornell में. And any 20 students who get through Cornell University every year, they get funded by the Tata Trust. This is Narottam Seksaria Foundation, which offers a collateral-free loan. This can also be availed for abroad studies. Okay. Rotary every year, if you can join it in your area or in your college or anywhere else, and if you can work towards it very strongly, they provide 130 fully funded fellowships. So वो भी आप चाहो तो ले सकते हो. Okay. ओके, कुछ जगह जहां पर जीमैट के बिना भी एडमिशंस हो सकता है, वो भी मैं आपको थोड़ा सा बता देता हूं. जैसे सम प्लेसेस इन यूके, ओके, एंड वन प्लेस इन ऑस्ट्रेलिया व्हिच इज मोनाश, यू डू नॉट नीड अ जीमैट स्कोर. ओके, बट मोस्ट ऑफ द अदर टॉप नॉच यूनिवर्सिटीज लाइक एलबीएस, एचईसी, SEC, ISB, ऑल ऑफ दीस MIM प्रोग्राम्स, दे विल रिक्वायर अ जीमैट स्कोर. सो जो लोग जीमैट नहीं लेना चाहते वो ऐसी यूनिवर्सिटीज में जाएंगे, जो लेना चाहते हैं वो ऐसी यूनिवर्सिटीज में जाएंगे. सीधी सी बात है. ओके, आई वांट टू क्लियर सम बेसिक फंडिंग्स हियर, बेसिक थिंग्स हियर. असली क्वेश्चन अब आया है कि क्या करें ताकि हमको ये स्कॉलरशिप मिले. पहली बात, पढ़ाई. स्कोलास्टिक अचीवमेंट्स आर द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट अचीवमेंट. सबसे पहले अपना CGPA सुधारो, दैट इज नंबर 1. नंबर 2, योर इंटेंशन ऑफ वर्किंग विद कम्युनिटी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. थर्ड, कितनी मोहब्बत है जिस कोर्स में अप्लाई कर रहे हो उससे. हाउ मच ऑफ एन इंटरेस्ट डू यू हैव टुवर्ड्स द कोर्स दैट यू वांट टू गो अहेड एंड स्टडी, एंड हाउ डू यू प्रूव दैट. सो फॉर एग्जांपल, इफ यू कैन डू अ लॉट ऑफ ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज टुवर्ड्स द कोर्स दैट यू वांट टू डू. फॉर एग्जांपल, आपको फाइनेंस पढ़ना है while doing your graduation which is BCom honors, उसके साथ साथ आप फाइनेंस वाले बहुत सारे ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज पहले से करके रखते हो. दैट शोज योर इंटरेस्ट. या आप दिखाते हो अपना रिसर्च कैपेबिलिटी. सो दैट इज आल्सो अ क्वेश्चन, that how strong are you in terms of research. For example, if you're looking into an economics program, a finance program, econometrics program, statistics program, computer science program, you need to be very good with research. So if you can write a research paper while at college, in fact people applying for business also, if you can write a research paper on any business related area while at college and get it published, that can be an amazing piece of work. Okay, if you're planning to apply to top US universities, UK universities, and if you have written a research paper, they'll go crazy. They'll go crazy. Okay, so please remember these kind of things. Your marks do matter. Your community service has to be strong. You have to have shown your interest towards the applied course. Your capability of research has to be strong, and you have to involve yourself in some kind of a unique project, probably a startup of your own, probably a social entrepreneurship project. You know, those kind of things really evolve your profile into an excellent profile. That will help. So these are some suggested activities, guys. Like face lot of competitions. Online बहुत competitions हो रहे हैं. Business idea contests होते हैं. ठीक है, जाके participate करो. Online हो रहे हैं यार. Top notch universities, IITs कर रही है, ISB कर रही है, XLRI कर रही है. सब available है. Online search तो करो. बहुत सारे competitions है. Regularly participate करो. कुछ win करने की कोशिश करो. ठीक है. So that is one thing. Second, there are research papers needed. If you please can study how to write research paper, okay, and you can write a few research paper for yourself and get them published. Amazing job. If you can't do it yourself, connect with us. Connect with us through Nikhil. I've shared the number on the chat window. You can take the number from there, call Nikhil, get a personal appointment for me. I'll share with you how to write a research paper. कहां पे रिसर्च लिख सकते हो प्रोफाइल में और क्या कर सकते हो मैं आपको सब बताऊंगा पर्सनली one-on-one मीट करके मैं जूम पे आपको बताऊंगा. Also do a lot of MOOC courses. If you try doing some internships online, that can also add some value. Offline तो करो ही, जब छुट्टी मिले जब मौका मिले ऑफलाइन करो ही करो. बट अगर वीकेंड्स पे या जब भी टाइम मिले आप वर्चुअल इंटर्नशिप्स भी कर सकते हो ना. दैट विल आल्सो ऐड ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ वैल्यू टू योर लाइफ. ओके, so common requirements is that if you can expose yourself to a lot of group activities and learn things from people, that is called peer exposure. That can be excellent work. If you can show your academic excellence by marks and GMAT scores, those kind of things. You have to be somebody who is community driven. That means you care for the community, you plan for the community, you work for the community, you live for the community. If you are something of that sort, that will be great. Leadership, if you can start something of your own, that is leadership. If you can do a lot of innovative projects, that can be of great help. Olympiads, if you can still participate. Okay, if there are some available Olympiads, if you can participate, nothing like it. So all of this adds up to your profile, guys. Okay, so all of this will help. So majorly the activities that college students can look at is writing research paper, doing virtual internships, doing a lot of social work, participating in social entrepreneurship work, and participating in a lot of competitions. If you cannot find the resource for all of this, please feel free to connect with me personally. Okay, I've shared Nikhil's number with you. You can just send a message to him right away that I need a personal session with Ritesh. My name is Ritesh, by the way. So you can connect with me personally and share your present profile, share your ambition with me, and I'll share that what you should do, what you should plan, and how can we help. Yes, we can also help. So I have 3 assistance areas where I can give you a mentor who can plan for your profile and give you activities day by day in order to improve your profile. It's a total hands-on approach. Second, I have a university application guidance possibility also, wherein you will get all kind of assistance for sending your applications to top-notch universities across the world. Thirdly, I have a visa assistance probability as well. So at any point of time, if you guys, the Pratham students, if you need any help, our doors are always open to you. Okay, so that's it for now. Now let me quickly look at if there are some unanswered questions. What do we exactly mean by a research paper? If you have heard, PhD students, they write research papers. So I just meant that. Okay. How can we serve the community and get a proof for it to show them? If you work with an NGO, you might get a certificate. If you're not working with an NGO and if you're doing a self-service, अपना initiative लिया है, photographs ले सकते हो, लोगों का testimonial ले सकते हो, लोगों का video statements ले सकते हो, ये सब proofs होंगे, कोई issue नहीं है. Okay. Personal session is chargeable? No, it is not chargeable. Anybody who needs a personal session, you can write now on the Q&A section, write personal session needed. Personal session needed. Anybody who needs it. You'll get a 30-40 minute session where I'll talk about your profile, the requirements, the universities, the plan, everything in detail. Okay, I understand that this was a little rushful. We had just 1.5 hours to cover all these many scholarships and provide info about it. Is a real painful thing to do, but still we managed some of it. I don't know if you've enjoyed it at all or not, but if you have, please do mention it on the Q&A window that, what is it that you liked, what is it that you did not like, or, if there is any change that you would like to see in these workshops, because we plan to do a lot of things for you in the next 6 months. Okay. So there are a lot of plans that are going on in our minds. We will try to implement them, but based on your feedback. If you like what you are doing, only then we take a step ahead. Okay. So please do share your feedback before you leave. And it was really, really wonderful to have you all together on a Sunday evening for such a long duration. We are really, really thankful for you. I hope I have been able to answer all your questions. And what kind of internship should we prefer? So look at the area that you want to apply for. पहले तो internships करो explore करने के लिए, और सारे internship count होंगे बेटा, सारे internship. किसी भी area में internship करोगे count हो जाएगा, कोई tension नहीं, ठीक है? Do colleges matter, IP or DU? To an extent it does. Okay, great. What research papers can we write to apply for MBA program? Consumer psychology पे लिख सकते हो, ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज पे लिख सकते हो, इंटरनेशनल बिजनेस पे रिसर्च पेपर लिख सकते हो, कोई भी टॉपिक उठा करके, इकोनॉमिक्स पे रिसर्च पेपर लिख सकते हो, फाइनेंस पे रिसर्च पेपर लिख सकते हो, कोई एंडलेस है टॉपिक्स तो. Great. Does undergraduate college reputation matters? Yes, it does matter. It does matter. Okay. Thank you so much, Aditya. Thank you so much, Naman. Okay. How can Olympiads help in securing a profitable share for scholarships? You get to prove your aptitude in certain cases, like for example, finance programs, math programs, stat programs. It is inevitable to prove your aptitude in certain areas. So अगर Olympiads कर लोगे तो वो चीज prove हो जाएगी, and that can help you in your scholarship. Thank you, Anmol. Thank you, Anmol. Thank you. Entails research paper entails in our views. नहीं. Go and Google research papers. You will find some international journals. उसमें आप research papers पढ़ोगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा. ठीक है? So please go ahead and do it. एक बार पढ़ लो, सब समझ में आएगा बेटा. ठीक है? Thank you so much, guys. You've been a wonderful audience. We loved your participation and we loved the questions. I hope that we were able to add some value. Thanks for your wonderful comments that you have left here. We look forward to see you again in the personal sessions. Thank you so much, guys. You've been a brilliant audience. Thank you, Tushar.